Hello and welcome to another video, and today we are here talking about MotoGP 19. So I know I'm a little bit late to the party with this because a lot of people got their videos out yesterday, but I was a bit busy yesterday, so I didn't really get a chance to do a video on it. So apologies for that, but we are here now doing it. So as you will, well, I assume you probably will have seen. If you haven't, I will link the trailer in the description. But the MotoGP 19 sort of like initial release, not release, announcement. That's the word I was looking for. The initial announcement trailer's been released, along with obviously a little bit of news about the game. So we'll get straight into it. So I'll link it in the description, so you can watch if you haven't, and then you can come back to the video. And I'm just going to sort of talk about my thoughts. Obviously, you know, everything was pretty much summed up in the trailer, but there is a little bit more information on their website and the MotoGP game website, which I'm going to be reading through in this video and sort of giving my opinion on. So okay, we'll get straight into it. So the tagline, well, the headline seems to be MotoGP 19, a video game crafted around you, the community. So they've really listened to what we've said, and they definitely, I think they've fairly delivered. But we don't know what's going to be like yet, but from what they've announced, I'm quite happy with it. So when we started working on this, this is from Milestone's not Milestone's website. Well, it is actually probably Milestone's website, but it's the MotoGP video game website. So when we started working on this new chapter of the series, our designers, developers, and marketing team sat down at a table and started brainstorming. The goal was to understand what features to include and what features to improve, but after a while we realised that no brainstorming was needed. All the answers were already out there. So that's basically referring to like what we've been saying. It says, you guys, players and lovers of MotoGP of our video game. Yeah, so yeah, that is referring to us completely there. So through the years, in fact, you've been sending us a huge amount of feedback and suggestions, and those were everything we needed to improve the game. Browsing through endless comments, private messages, posts on Steam forums, we realised that three elements were constantly popping up. The AI should be more challenging, the online should be more reliable, granting a fair challenge between players, and historical riders are just as important as the current ones. Which, if you've watched my wishlist video, those were 3 points I brought up. So, yeah, I think I brought up 5 points in total, so they've addressed 3 of them. That's pretty good. And I think sort of the classic riders and tracks maybe will be rolled into one, but I'm not really going to be devastated if it's not tracks. But anyway, and here they're announcing the new 3 features they're most proud of. So probably maybe is a little bit more, but you don't want to give it all away in the first trailer. Understand? So the neural AI, an innovative system based on machine learning. Sounds complicated, but yes, it is complicated. That's what it says on here. But rest assured, your races against AI will be now more challenging than ever. We'll be talking about this a lot in the next few weeks, so stay tuned. So we are going to probably find a little bit more about that. But what it seemed to say in the trailer was that they sort of learn, I think, probably based on how you play. And then they made a little joke about they'll be able to compete with you, and then they're like, nah, just joking, they'll be better than you. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully they can. If they can do this, that's great, because that caters to everybody. If you're not very good at the game, the AI will be slower. If you are really good at the game, the AI will be faster. So that caters to everybody there. So that's always fantastic. Another really important feature here as well is dedicated servers and race director mode. So let's read this here. So dedicated servers and race director mode are designed to enhance your multiplayer experience. Having a low lag experience was our top priority, and this new technology is allowing us to achieve it. You'll have no excuses when your opponent will spring on your side, stealing your first place. The race director mode, on the other hand, aims at giving you the tools to create a perfect multiplayer race. Your game, your rules. So yeah, again, that was a bit of a problem. There wasn't a lot of you couldn't actually even change the damage on this game. So the damage was whatever you had it set to in career mode for some reason. I don't know why they even thought that was a good idea, but they're addressing it now, so I guess they can be forgiven. But yeah, that was a weird choice. If you ever noticed that in online, there was no option. I didn't know about it, but someone else told me about it when I was setting up a lobby for the league one time. So, but last but not least, the historical challenges. We're sure you have many MotoGP moments, great moments that are stuck in your mind. Well, with MotoGP 19, you'll be able to relive and play them all again. Get ready to pick your favourite historical rider and relive the history. So maybe this sort of links towards. In fact, yeah, this obviously was another point I had, the historical riders and the real events. Actually, that's sort of 4, isn't it? So they've actually hit about four out of my 5 points, so it's pretty good there. And there are some more things as well. We are going to go into some more things in a minute, but these were the 3 main things they sort of revealed initially. Also, that the release date is going to be on June 6th, but it's going to be later on Nintendo Switch again as well. But I'm sure not really. That's not a big issue because I don't think most people play on Switch anyway. It's more of a gimmick, I guess. Obviously, I'm not saying that the Switch is a gimmick. It's a good console, but I think playing MotoGP on the Switch is probably a little bit of a gimmick for some people. So yeah, sort of like a real events, historical events is always welcome. Like I say, extra game modes, just more fun, because otherwise it does get a little bit boring, I guess, if you play this game all the time, playing around the track. But if the AI are going to be better, then we're already going to have a lot of fun, and we've got even more. So they have got some more parts of saying features here. So just on about the historical challenges and the neural AI again. So what they have to say about the neural AI is, remember when you were the king of the race? Old times, thanks to the neural AI and to the machine learning. You'll now face smarter, faster opponents who will exploit your mistakes. The challenge is about to get real. So yeah, it sounds pretty promising. I don't have a lot to add to that. That's great if you are penalised for making it. So maybe it might mean we actually have to try hard to beat the AI, which would be a really interesting concept. To be honest, I've never had to do that in a game before. But historical challenges. Living the MotoGP competition is great, but having the chance to relive greatest moments of the past is something you rarely experience. Riders, some of the greatest riders in the past in their most iconic moment as professional racers. So, important to note here as well, on the website, there's actually a picture of Simoncelli next to this. So, yeah, it's probably not going to be like really old stuff. It's probably going to be more recent stuff as well, which is good. It means they're probably going to have some more recent, like, historical riders, which I do like the idea of that. It'd be also really nice to see Marco Simoncelli in the MotoGP game again as well. Obviously, hasn't been in one since MotoGP 10-11, so it's obviously a shame. He was definitely a talent of the future, but if we have a look here, it also says single player and multiplayer. So a career mode, they'll let you pick your category of choice. Start from Red Bull Rookies Cup and climb your way to the most prestigious teams, or simply jumpstart your career as a MotoGP rider. So you actually don't have to start from Red Bull Rookies anymore. You can just start in MotoGP, so that's quite interesting. Grab the podium's highest step, or dive into one of the many single player modes. If you like challenges though, step into one of the many multiplayer modes and test yourself out against players around the world. So that seems to be what they have to say about the different modes they've got. So obviously another thing that we already mentioned it about the dedicated servers, so they got some more stuff about that. So dedicated servers will be a game changer. A low latency experience will now step the game up. Your races against other players around the world will now be fairer than ever. Along with this, the new Race Director mode will give you the power to craft your own race with your own rules. So sort of similar, obviously what I said before. This is just a slightly different page, so it's got different wording. So it actually does give you a bit more of an insight to some of these things, but it's pretty similar for that. And something that I never actually mentioned in the wishlist video, but I did see quite a few you put in the comments, was which has now been addressed here. So graphics editors. Pick your favourite helmet and make your own design. A powerful editor will now give you the chance to free your creativity. Endless possibilities in terms of shapes, colour shades, brushes, levels, and not just helmets, but lower back patches and race numbers as well. So I guess that's for your nickname section. It will be the lower back patches, so that's interesting. And race numbers, so you can have your own custom race number now. So yes, a really cool idea there. I do like that. And again, I saw quite a few people putting that, so it's nice that they are really listening to the community here. So as well, obviously in the trailer it did say Moto E was going to actually be in the game, and I was wondering that, but if it is, that's quite good, because I said that really weird. It's quite good because it's going to be interesting to see what Moto E's like, and to play it in the game will be really I don't know, it's just unique. It'll be something we've never done before, so definitely looking forward to that. Obviously, that means that if I do a mod for the game, I will include MotoGP in that. So, yes, it's always always a little bonus, but we don't need to think that far ahead yet. It's obviously still quite near the beginning of 2019, so that's pretty much all they've released so far. I'll try and stay up to date with it, maybe do an update video on this whole thing, but yeah, that's about it in terms of the game being announced the new features. I kind of have repeated myself quite a few times in this video, I think, but yeah, not pretty happy with what they've done so far. So let me know what you guys think, obviously, of the trailer and what else I said, and if I've missed anything, do let me know. But I've tried to go through all the information that I could find. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be trying to keep you up to date with some more MotoGP 19 news and gameplay if it comes out. Any gameplay, I'll try and do some comparisons for that. But as I said, I hope you enjoy the video, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.